Hello Libra, welcome to your April 2025 reading. My name is Nigel and you have found alchemy. Now I don't know if you listened to your spring summary. It's for April, May, and June. We took the cards from that particular reading for this reading to expand upon them, so I invite you to listen to that reading for an overall summary. But let's get started right away. All right, I'm going to go delve back into these for a minute. You do have the star here. Let me see if I can pick this up. Yeah, I can. So we have the star, which is Aquarian energy, Saturn, Uranus type energy. And it does pay to note that Uranus came out in your spring reading for an overall vibe, an overarching vibe for your whole spring. So we'll keep that under our hats here. Now, when we pull the star in this deck, it is pretty much the same as other decks. This deck can be a little strange, but it is coming. This star comes right after the Tower. And the milestone here is that a previous difficult time or a life-changing event. It doesn't have to be negative, but some sort of either a life-changing event or a previously negative time, one or the other, good or bad, has come before this. Maybe you had a difficult time of something, maybe something happened to wake you up out of a slumber, anything like that could have happened. But when we have the star, we have hope. We have inspiration for the future. It is a positive card in pretty much any deck. I struggle. I mean, I have thousands of decks and I struggle to even think of one deck where it's not a good card. You do have the King of Pentacles here. And this is Sun in Taurus. And this is well-rooted success, right? This isn't just success. This is success that has tentacles into your future. This is long-term success, laying down a foundation for growth. This typically has something to do with goals. You have the High Priestess here in reverse, and this is Piscean energy. And the High Priestess could be a very secretive card, things that you're keeping to yourself. But when, she comes in reverse, it is selective secrecy. You're sharing this success, you're sharing these thoughts, this time with certain people, and other people you're being very secretive with. And I think that's actually very smart. Here in your advice, you have the Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles is Mercury in Virgo. And the advice here is to stay on course, right? Stay on course. Do that well thought out steps, that grounded, decisive energy. I like that you're going a little bit slow and that you're really thinking things through. Very smart energy here, Libra. I have to tell you, I've really come to appreciate the cardinal signs as I'm doing this channel, more so than I ever did before. Like Capricorn for sure, Cancer is up there, and now, of course, we have Libra coming in strong. You do have growth here, and it does say summer, and so by the summer, you could see a ridiculous amount of growth. But no matter what, you're in a period of growth right now with the Star card, the King of Pentacles. I mean, it's just really just very positive energy, as I said in your spring reading. Love that for you. Let's do your charms, and then we'll get into your oracles up here. You have the letters R, P as in Peter, X, and L. These letters could be someone's initials. It could be the name of a building. It could be the name of a restaurant. It could be anything like that. So really keep an open mind. And by month's end, I guarantee you, being that this is a general reading, either one of these letters or all of them are going to mean something to you in some way. And keep in mind, the X sometimes means you are Xing something out of your life in lieu of something better, because I do see this really positive energy coming in for you, right? And you are shedding some sort of a skin here with the snake, and the snake is in the upright, so it's not anything hidden. It's not anything you don't know about. You're looking to shed a skin. You're looking to grow. You're looking to expand. Really nice energy. You have the Three of Swords in reverse. And these charms very rarely come in actual reverse, but this is one of them that can, and it did. So when the Three of Swords obviously comes in reverse, it is Saturn and Libra energy, and it is healing from something that happened. Maybe it's that Tower moment. It could be a moment of clarity that you're healing from. It could be a past event. It could be a run of bad luck. It could be a run of negativity. It could be anything like that, but this is coming in reverse. You have the plane coming in, and this is upside down. And when the plane comes in upside down, either you're considering making plans for travel that you're not really sharing with anyone, It also could mean flight delays if you have, or some sort of cancellation if you have plans on the docket already. But keep in mind, your reading looks very positive. So don't run too much with that. Don't run in the wrong direction with that. Now, moving on, we have sign of Libra. I don't know if you watched the shuffle and layout, but this did fall out by itself. So we know this is definitely your reading, Libra. As we see the scales of justice, right? You're getting your just rewards. So this is your reading. And just keep in mind that on April 12th, we do have full moon in Libra. So after like a combative eclipse season, this full moon is about damage control, if there is any, as you focus on mending fences if they need them and calculating your next moves. Here in our Norse section here, we have Alfred. And she's the archetype, right? She's a Norse archetype. And devotees will call upon her when a mixture of rational thinking and intuition and an open mind is needed, right? So it's kind of like that Star Knight of Pentacles combination that we talked about. So rational thinking and open mind, using your intuition. And the intuition is definitely present in the High Priestess as well. And here we have Fiova Foss. Very difficult to pronounce. It is a sigil, and it's a Norse sigil. And it's for protection and boundaries. So we talked about that High Priestess in reverse, being very selective about who you speak to about your plans. It's protective. A protective boundary is required. And I think that you're going to get that and see that for sure. Let's keep going. You have imagination. And this is 41 in this deck. And when these cards come in the upright, this is something that you're going to have to actively seek out. It says, imagination now sets me free. Divine ones, I send my thanks to thee. Use your imagination, use your intuition, use your creativity. It's going to benefit you this month here, Libra. You have the dead end. And, you know, the dead end is number 60 in this deck. And, you know, unlike its name, it sounds pretty ominous, right? But there is something coming to an end. It's a final chapter. It represents a new path, but something else is required to be seen as over. There is a beginning here, taking the place of something that has ended, or something that you may be required to end. You have here the, you have the Great Serpent. And the Great Serpent is number 65 in this deck. And it's sort of like the snake charm here, right? An entirely new trajectory is at hand, shedding a skin. You've gotten some form of the serpent twice. Now I'm completely invested. You have the number 28, and it says, I am a leader. And that is so apropos for a cardinal sign, right? It says, in an effort to accomplish great things, you recognize the value of working with others. You make a capable and compassionate leader who can bring people together and drive a team towards achievement. You are a leader. And the number 8 and 2 breaks down to a number 10. Endings and beginnings, very plutonic energy is at hand here. April's going to be an important month for you here, Libra. So let's move on to your tarot here. There is something. Now, these are your 3 legs, and many times they go in order, but every once in a while I get feedback from someone that says, you know, it went out of order. It is a general reading, and for that reason, you should take it that way. These might be out of order. These are 3 legs to your month. There is something you're quite passionate about, right? It does say chemistry. This reading seems very goal-oriented. I'm not going to lie. So there is something on the table that you're very passionate about. And here you have, and here's you working on that. Working on this thing. You have the 8 of Pentacles. The 8 of Pentacles is Sun in Virgo energy. Working very intently on something that you feel very passionate about. You have coming up next, you have the 5 of Wands in reverse. Saturn in Leo energy. Overcoming challenges. They could be overcoming overcoming conflict. It could be internal conflict. It could be external conflict, reaching a point of peace, either internally or otherwise. This leads us straight into the Four of Swords in reverse. Jupiter in Libra energy. And it's emerging from some sort of inactivity, going from sort of thinking to doing. And it's very clear with that Eight of Pentacles energy that you're becoming active during this time. When we add this up and we break it down, we get Uranus. And if you remember correctly, I told you, if you're in your spring reading, Uranus was overshadowing, overarching your whole spring. So here we have Uranus again. It's Aquarius energy, but more than that, it could be something to do with an Aquarius. It could be, because you do have the star here as well. But it's change, it's breakthrough, it's liberation. You received your Uranus on your overarching energy, and you're receiving it here again. So it's definitely meaningful here for you. Going into your second leg, or another leg here, you have fire energy. It says Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. You could have fire highly aspected in your chart. You could just be merely stepping into that fire energy, right? That combustible sort of confident act. It's action, right? It's going from water, meaning intuition, to action, right? Or even the air energy is very, very thoughtful. But fire energy is filled with all kinds of action, and I like that for you. You do have the King of Wands here in reverse, and that is Sun in Leo. More fire energy. And it's just a light warning here, Libra, that with all this energy, do not make any rash decisions. Okay, you might be tempted to do that, and the Spirit is trying to tell you not to do that. Here in the center of your reading, you have the Seven of Wands in reverse, more fire energy. This is Mars in Leo. And this whole situation may make you feel overwhelmed. But please take it as a gift, because this is a gift, okay? It is. But there's going to be some point in this month where you're going to feel overwhelmed, but hang in there, because the very next card here is the Six of Wands, and this is more fire energy, Jupiter in Leo. You have a lot of Leo energy on this leg. And this is success. This is recognition, success, victory. So whatever it is you're feeling, if you start to feel overwhelmed, please understand that the very next step is some sort of success. So hang in there, right? When we add this up and we break it down, you're not going to believe it. We get Uranus again. It is such an important planet or energy for you. That change, that dynamic change is afoot. And according to your spring reading, it's going to be afoot for the duration of the spring. So that's very good energy for you here, Libra. Now, on your final leg, you have seeds. And, this is the spring after all, right? This could be the culmination of seeds you have planted. You might start to see, you definitely start to see something here. You have the Queen of Wands. And, the Queen of Wands is Jupiter and Aries energy. The Queen of Wands upright is very different from the King of Wands in reverse. So I think you're kind of understanding not to be rash. You're approaching tasks as steps, and you're taking each one with a lot of confidence, and you're using your intuition. And I love all that energy for you. And look at this. Oh my God. You have the High Priestess in reverse, and you have the Knight of Pentacles upright. The High Priestess in reverse again, and the Knight of Pentacles upright again. Please go back and watch the shuffle. It's unbelievable. Pretty cool. So you have the High Priestess here in reverse, Piscean energy, like we talked about up here. Setting boundaries, being very selective with who you share your success with, who you share your thoughts with, who you share your plans with. Boundaries are afoot, okay? Yes, you're sharing them with some people, but you're being very selective, and that's very good. And here you have the Knight of Pentacles again, Mercury and Virgo energy, right? That being very calculated, right? Calculated steps. We talked about that more than once, taking very calculated, easy steps. Yes, you're confident, but you're not rash. I think you're treating this the way it should be treated. When we add this up and we break it down, we get the moon energy, right? Cancer energy, another cardinal sign, right? And the moon creates a pull, right? A lunar pull. So you're being pulled into, using your intuition, into using the lunar energy, right? And we talked about this full moon, and so there's something going on with this full moon energy that I think you should definitely pay attention to here, Libra. Now let's look at your challenges. You have, yeah, there may be a third party, right? You see how there's three parties here? A challenge, and that's why you need boundaries. There is someone, and it's a very small part of your reading, so I wouldn't give it too much thought. Don't become paranoid. But there is someone you need boundaries with. There may be someone that's jealous of you. There may be someone that, I mean, we never know what another person's thinking. So this selective, this high priestess coming in twice like this very selective sort of secrecy is needed, is definitely needed. You have the King of Cups here, and the King of Cups is Sun in Scorpio. You know, sometimes he can be Sun in Pisces, but keeping your head and your heart balanced is going to be challenging at some points this month. We talked about that a little bit. You feeling a little overwhelmed at one point or another. You trying to hang on with this Four of Pentacles energy, this Saturn in Capricorn energy. Holding on to your dreams at some point this month could be challenging, but is it worth it? Yes. Look at these cards. It's worth it, okay? You have the Page of Pentacles here, and this is something new. It's a new path opening up for you. Jupiter and Capricorn energy, starting something new, being instrumental in that. Is it going to be challenging, at least for some parts of the month? Yes. But again, worth it. Interesting. We add this up, we break it down, we get Uranus energy again. Oh my God, Uranus is huge for you this month. And here, and look at this. You can't make this up. I mean, this is unbelievable. This is your opportunities column, okay? And look at the card we chose for your opportunities. Not only does it say opportunities, but it says Uranus right on the card. Oh my God, again, Uranus again. You're going to be feeling, you're going to have the opportunity to feel very unstuck, to feel very powerful, like you're able to make decisions, like you're in control. I don't know if you didn't feel like that in the past, but you're going to feel like that now. This is Mercury and Gemini energy, a release from feeling stuck, from feeling powerless. You have the Eight of Cups here coming in sideways. And, you know, my sideways cards anyway are a choice. So it's Mars in Pisces energy. You're going to have a choice whether to walk away from something. What did I say? Something is a dead end and needs to go. So you could make room for all this energy, right? But this is going to be a choice you're going to have to make. Walking away from something to concentrate on something else, something more lucrative, something that's better for you. Here you have the Five of Cups in reverse, right? Pluto in Scorpio, seeing this loss as an actual gain. Okay? You have an opportunity here. You have several opportunities. You also have two number 8s here, and that is activity and excitement for sure. When we add this column up and we break it down, we get Jupiter energy. Not surprising, right? The planet of luck, optimism, and expansion. More fire energy. Love that for you. Let me grab this deck. I did shuffle it, but I'll give it a quick shuffle. Let's close out this reading we're going to close out this reading with a card, and then we're going to do your numerology. For Libra, please. You have the Sun. Leo energy again. Oh my God. More fire energy. Joy, success, celebration, positivity. The Sun, it is the happiest card in the deck. At the bottom of the deck here, you have the World. Closing out a cycle. That's something we talked about over and over again in this reading. Oh my God, I'm so jealous. I love this for you. Now, when we add up all the numbers in this reading and we break it down, we get, believe it or not, the number 4, we get Uranus again. Uranus is big. It's probably the most talked about. I mean, I've never seen this come up over and over and over again in a reading. Plus, it extended from your spring reading. Go watch it if you haven't. It's Uranus was plainly up there, right? So you have Uranus again, that planet of change. Expect some change. Interestingly enough, the number 4 came up more than any other number, which is Uranus again. Okay, your lucky numbers in this reading are 40, 45, 41, 28, 17, and 2. The signs we talked about: Gemini, Pisces, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Capricorn, Aquarius, Aries, Virgo, Cancer, Leo, Libra, and Taurus. The 2 signs that came up the most neck and neck were, not surprisingly, Aquarius, which is that Uranus energy again, with a little Saturn thrown in. And we have Leo, which is the sun, right here, coming out to illuminate and bring happiness, right? That fire energy. As far as planets go, the 2 planets that we talked about the most, I'm sure you're not going to be surprised when I say Uranus and Jupiter, the planet of expansion. Those are the 2 planets that came out the most. So I not only wish, I mean, I'm wishing you all the luck, but I don't think you need it. I think you're going to have an amazing spring. You really, really are. I'll see you next time, Libra. Namaste.